Hey everybody, this is Joe. Thanks for watching the 7 October Giga Texas construction update video. Before I begin, I'd like to thank Bradford Ferguson of Halter Ferguson Financial and all of my patrons. Your support really does make these videos possible, so thank you. We've been looking at the schedule of events that kind of need to be done between now and the 15th of October. A lot of people have been noticing that the activity level has not been that high on the site the last couple of days, and I think we have a few reasons why. We were looking at these items to be done this week. They are doing the extension of the Northwest Foundation. They are still doing GeoPier work on the larger of the two halves, so they have not moved yet. And they are doing foundation excavation, reinforced footer construction in the south, so that is going on. But we haven't seen the rebar deliveries, the cement trucks, or the concrete on site. I think I have a couple of reasons that this may be going on. One is we're moving from a land excavation phase over where the foundations are to a more detailed construction phase. So that takes more time and it's less obvious to see the changes. There's also a transition to 3 general contractors: Yates Construction, Jacobs Engineering, and Austin Commercial. So I'm sure that they're working to coordinate their efforts. I also know that there's some contracts out to try to get things like, for example, the steel pillars that are going to be used. So it's possible that some of that sourcing of the contracts is going on as well. And finally, I've been talking to some construction drone pilots, and they've been doing a lot of flights in the area. So I know that they are preparing for the large foundation pours pretty soon. So I'd like to go ahead and continue my discussion of GeoPier and also with the foundation construction basics. This is from my 20 August video. So this is a quick review. The foundation is critical. It's not self-supporting, and the soil support system beneath the foundation is really important, and that's the work that's been done. The subgrade, that's the native soil, the compacted, the fill, all the work they've been doing to drain the ponds, geotextile membranes, everything to get that subgrade ready, and we've seen that work. The next is the subbase. This is that layer of gravel and other materials on the top. It also is the GeoPier foundation support that we've been seeing going on as well. And these subbases make sure that the foundation can support higher loads and is ready to support the factory. The next is the base, and this is a layer of material on top of the subbase. And I believe this is what we are seeing them doing in the north and central parts of the larger of the foundations. And it basically makes it easier to get to the proper grade, and it keeps that foundation uniform. And then once all of that is done and the footers and so forth are in, then they can go ahead and put the foundation in, which I think is pretty close to happening. That's what we're seeing, all the preparation work. So anyway, check out my 20 August video or the links in the video or the description for more information. So without any more discussion, let's go ahead and get on the drone and let's take a flight and let's see what's going on in Giga Texas today. Hey, I'm going to jump in again and do a little bit of discussion on what's going on to the concrete mobile plants, or the mobile batch plants to the north. There's actually two of them, which is pretty impressive. That's about 800 cubic yards per hour of concrete that they can produce. As you can see in this inset there, is they've moved the water tanks and installed them over on the site, and they're also installing concrete drive paths or patches underneath where the concrete trucks will load up the concrete. I think the reason why they're doing that is to try to make this site more durable, since it's going to be used for a longer period of time. Interestingly enough, the mobile batch plants are supposed to be able to be set up within 4 hours, not even use cranes and so forth. But this particular one looks like it's a little bit more permanent. You can see in the lower left-hand corner, going out of the screen right now, is the office, the control room. So that's much more permanent. You can see with all the concrete footers and platforms and so forth that this is going to be there for some time. You can see that they're setting up the conveyor belts to feed the raw materials in, and then for the mixers to mix it. And of course, they need to have a robust water source to be able to support the amount of concrete that they're going to be producing. So you can see in some of these areas that there are some pumps and pipes and so forth that will be moving the water, and they obviously have the tanks to support all the water that they're going to be have on site. But where is that water coming from? And I found out today, you can see down at the lower part of the screen, that Bee Cave Drilling, it's a company out of Dripping Springs, which is nearby Austin, has been contracted to put in a water well right near the batch plant, and that's what they're doing in this particular image. And that water well should be enough to support the operations of the batch plant, and that way they won't have to bring in or ship in water, which is a great savings. So anyway, I wanted to have this little discussion because there's a lot going on with the mobile batch plant, more than just what overlays or some text might show. So hopefully you found this informational and useful.